this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to the Sims 3 Fairy Amazon Royal Saga with the Verdington Fae Court. We are picking up exactly where we left off. Princess Avalon has completed her proving, and without waiting any further because of the madness of her mother, has challenged the queen for the throne and crown. So she will be undergoing the final trial with Queen Snow, where hopefully she can be successful in moving things along to the next generation, because especially Lady Celine, like these guys, they've become very, very concerned under Queen Snow. I mean, they've put up with her for this while. They've been trying to manage the Fae Court, you know, with her as its head, and things were going okay for a long time. I mean, she was kind of under control, but then in the previous episode, something in her snapped, and she had another one of her delusional episodes. The episode before, she fought with Astrid, and the queen decided that Astrid had to be punished, and she locked Astrid up right over here, and unfortunately Astrid ended up dying from starvation, and her gravestone still hasn't been dealt with yet. So everyone is in mourning. Celine had a conversation with Avalon, and this cannot be put off any longer, so we are going to be doing the final trial with Avalon and Snow. So basically, Snow is going to start this off. She is going to challenge the board with each of these 4 shots. I'm going to note these numbers down, and then it's going to be up to Avalon to surpass the queen and therefore win the challenge. So we're going to start off with a basic shot, and these guys, like, they're hungry, they are dirty, they don't feel too good, they don't feel too happy. Half of them are like really tired, but this is kind of the way things are going right now. This is like way too important for everyone to worry about their own needs. Everyone is kind of at the edge of their seats waiting to see what's going to happen. So let's take a look at what's going on over here. Okay, 105. So that was, I think, the basic shot. Got 105. Oh, jeez. Now the queen's gonna go and do a quick shot. If I'm remembering correctly, in the previous generation, unfortunately, Snow was unable to defeat her mother the first time around. So if you guys remember, let me know in the comments. I'm not sure if she had to challenge her mother twice or 3 times, but it was definitely more than once. I remember her being really discouraged and disappointed after she lost the first time around, but then everyone kind of encouraged her, and I don't know if it was the second or the third time she challenged her mother, she ended up winning. But okay, this is 125. We'll go for the 3rd shot now with the challenge shot, and let's see how she does. So fingers crossed Avalon is going to perform better than Snow did. Fingers crossed. I mean, we don't know how things are going to end up, but I don't know if the rest of the court can take being under Snow any longer. I feel like things could get even more messy if Snow is left to rule. Yes, Queen, I know you're hungry. Imagine how Astrid felt when she was starving. Did that not register? Does she have to go again? Oh, you're kidding me. Her mood is too low? Her mood is too low. Okay, I think what's going to have to happen, guys, is that I'm going to turn autonomy back on so everyone can more or less deal with their needs. And we're just going to have to continue this throughout the episode. So the queen is going to take a shower. She's going to eat some garlic bread. Why not? What's going on with you? You are kind of feeling hungry as well. Okay, let's serve up some combination pizza margarita. Let's go do that. So these guys, they don't have to stay in the yard, but this is going to be ongoing. I do have a notepad where I'm taking note of the numbers. So we'll kind of continue doing that throughout the episode until we have an outcome. And hopefully Avalon does win this first time. Otherwise, that's gonna be way too tragic. Okay, Avalon, why don't you work to keep your needs up as well, so that you are prepared once your mother's kind of ready. So let's go use the restroom. Let's take a shower. Why don't you have some garlic bread when you're done? So we'll try and keep everyone in a relatively good mood. And look at this, we even have a Grim Reaper snow pal outside. Look at this. Who made this? Like, who made this? I don't know who made this, but it feels kind of fitting given that we just had a death in the family with Astrid. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I don't know who made this, but it is, like, so fitting. Okay, well, does it have red eyes? Oh my goodness, it has red eyes. Okay, well, it's kind of also scary that this Grim Reaper Snowpal is kind of staring at the dummy over here. It's staring at the, like, archery setup we have for the final trial. That's kind of terrifying. Okay, Queenie, did you not take a shower? What, were you too hungry? Okay, she's eating. She's eating. I guess when she's done eating, she has to go take a bath. Or take a shower, like a really quick one. Come on, Queenie. Take your shower. Improve your mood. And what's going on with her? Impending episode. She's gonna have, like, yet another episode. And, I mean, right now, the thing is, like, she's agreeable when it comes to the trial. Right? She's okay with this trial taking place because whatever she's been going through and whatever she's been doing, obviously Avalon has been raised to take over. That's been the whole thing behind her upbringing. And so the Queen understands that the line of succession must go on, and she understands that her daughter must, like, take over at some point, right? And she's agreeable with this whole trial situation. But the thing is, we don't know if that's going to change the longer this goes on. So I don't think anybody wants to risk the Queen having yet another sudden shift in her perspective and then suddenly deciding that actually no, she wants to keep power. So I think they're all scared of that, which is why they're pushing Avalon to go through the trial right now. Okay, Queenie, you're going to take a quick shower and then come back out? Come on. Look at this nursery, guys. It breaks my heart just a little bit because this is where Astrid was. She was raised here. She was raised here. And she played with these toys. She learned on that potty chair, and now she's dead because the Queen killed her. But the Queen's not taking responsibility for her death. The Queen's kind of made it out as, oh, that's a shame. I was going to get her the jellybean bush, but she just couldn't last that long. And, you know, I was going to release her, but you guys took too long to have Avalon fulfill her to prove herself. It took too long. It wasn't supposed to end like this. So the Queen very obviously had an outcome in her mind. She's lost the discipline trait. She's now a snob. But yeah, she already, I feel like, had an outcome in her mind, but she's making it out as though it's not her fault. She's making it out as though there were other factors that resulted in Astrid's death. Basically, it was everyone else's and Astrid's fault that she couldn't last that long. Which, understandably, is probably not going over too well with the other fairies. But okay, we're going to continue with the challenge shot. So Snow is going to lay the foundations, kind of the standard scores, and then it's going to be Avalon's job to surpass her total. Okay, Queenie, how are you going to do? How are you going to do? Let's have a look. I am ready though. I will say I am ready for like this generation to end, for us to go in the next generation. Especially after like the long, super long break that I took. What was it, like 6 months that I took from this series? I think it's time for us to wrap up and move on. Because, you know, if I hadn't taken that break, we probably would have been done and well into the... Maybe not well, but we would have been done and into the next generation by this point. Okay, that's a 90. And now we have the final shot that she needs to do, the extreme shot. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do the final shot. Is this the one with the fire? I don't see flames. But that's fine. She'll do one last shot, and then we'll call over Avalon and see how she does. Fingers crossed she's going to do well. Fingers crossed. Now the queen, what kind of skills does she have? She's maxed out on athletic, on handiness. I think base was one of her skills. Yep, maxed out on, well, we consider that, what, meditation? Musical meditation? And then visionary skill. So I guess, what, does she have the same kind of skills? Actually, that's interesting. The queen doesn't have a high logic skill, but her daughter does. She's only got a level 4, whereas Avalon has a level 10. She's maxed out on that. Okay, 75. That was the final score. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to call over Avalon, and now Avalon will be going through each of these shots. So she's going to start off with a basic shot. We'll note down these numbers. Fingers crossed she does well. I mean, she, I feel like, has been an exemplary princess thus far growing up. Even her attitude just generally has been a lot better than her mother's was when she was young. Because I feel like Snow, from what I remember, was a very spoiled princess. Very spoiled, looked down on everyone, was kind of fussy, made everyone else's life a little bit miserable. But Avalon's different. Avalon is very different. Okay, Avalon, come on. Fingers crossed. We're all on your side. We're all on your side. You can do it. Look, even Lilac's interested. Lilac's watching to see how Avalon is going to do. Oh, yes, Kane, you can chat with Azalea as long as nobody's going to leave the palace grounds because we've got important stuff going on right now. So I probably shouldn't leave the palace grounds. Okay, what's her first score? What's her first score? 150? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. 150. This is already like higher than any of the other scores the queen's gotten. But it's the total that matters. Okay, now do a quick shot. It is the total that matters, so that's kind of the important thing. But if you look at Avalon's skills, she's maxed out on athletic. She has level 10 logic. And then she's got level 10 on the visionary skill. So it's already interesting to see the different skill sets she and her mother has. Does the queen have like a high martial arts skill maybe? Oh, okay, she's done with her 65. That's also lower than any of the scores the queen's gotten. Yikes, okay. Challenge shot. Come on, honey, you can do this. You can do this. The individual scores don't really matter. It's the total that matters for both of these ladies. So once we're done, I'm going to tally up the scores and then come back. And then we'll reveal whether or not Avalon managed to win the trial or she lost to her mother. And like they've spent a whole day doing this. It's already like they were out very early in the morning. And it's about to be 7 p.m. So all of our ladies, you know, they've been taking some time. Is the challenge shot the one with the fire? Interesting. I thought that would have been the extreme shot. What'd you get? Okay, 75. This is a similar score to, like it's the same score as one of her mother's ones. And then finally we have the extreme shot. So come on, honey. Come on. Please get a high score. Please get a high score. Come on, Avalon. Everyone's fates they're riding on you. It's like in your hands. Everyone's fates is in your hands at this point. This is exactly what you've been training for this whole time. It's just the last leg of your journey, and then we'll be done. The last little bit, and then we'll be done. Oh. Come on, Avalon. And it's like winter. It's really cold. It's snowing. Everyone's hearts, I feel like, have frozen. Oh my goodness. What score is she gonna get? 130! 130? This is also higher than any other scores the Queen's gotten. Okay, guys. I'm gonna tally up the scores, and then we'll come back, probably in the throne room, to see whether or not Avalon is the new Queen, or if Snow is still reigning supreme. Okay, the fairies have gathered in the throne room, and it is good news, guys. Queen Avalon Verdington is now the reigning monarch. Snow has stepped down and relinquished her crown because her daughter managed to succeed in the final trial. So Snow had a total score of 395, and Avalon had a total score of 420. So she won that with flying colors, and that's why we have Queen Avalon with her mother's crown on the throne over here, and then we have her two trusted advisors, which really are the only, females of her generation left remaining, which is so sad. We have the minister in line. She's no longer in line. She is the new minister, Lady Silver Lakeland. And then we have Lilac O'Righton. Now, let's take a look. Let's just take a look at Queen Avalon on the throne with her mother's crown. Obviously, once we have our makeovers, Avalon is going to have a new candy crown forged for her in her new color palette. So that's going to be, the symbol of Avalon's reign. This particular candy crown is her mother's, and she's wearing it right now, for the, symbolism of her taking on her mother's mantle. But as queen, she has an announcement, or some announcements, I suppose, regarding the roles going forward. So Silver is obviously the new minister under the bloodline. So she, is inheriting this role from her mother, Lady Azalea. Now, Lilac's situation is a little bit special. Lilac was born into the hero line as the second child, and she grew up with the understanding she would become a philosopher. But then Lumia died, and then Queen Snow said that Lilac was going to be the next sorceress. And so she's been, training or mentally preparing for that. But now that her older sister Astrid has died, Avalon is returning Lilac to the kind of hero position. So Lilac is going to be the new hero under Queen Avalon. So that is one announcement that Avalon is making. And then in line with that, she is letting everyone know that she will be recruiting 2 new fairies into the Fae Court to assume the roles of sorceress and the role of philosopher. So we are going to have 2 new fairies in Avalon's court. So that is the way things are going to work. But that's pretty much it, guys. We have done the transition of power. We've completed this generation, which is very exciting, I feel. Obviously, a lot of our Sims are sad because of the recent deaths and whatnot. But now Avalon is going to focus on preparing for her new seat of power. So she is going to have a new palace built, or a new castle built. I'm not sure what exactly just yet. And just to let you guys know, I cannot even attempt building in The Sims 3. What I do like to do is to get the shell of a lot and then I like to go ahead and just make over the inside, like basically renovate the interiors of the lots. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing, similar to what I did with, you know, Castle Verdington and then Palace Verdington. So we are quite excited about that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This palace is going to be left to Snow, who is going to now be called Dowager Queen Snow. It's going to be left to Morida and Azalia and Celine, and their daughters, the youngsters, are going to move on to a new place where Avalon can rule from, away from the influence of, you know, this older generation. So she's going to have assisting her Lady Silva and Lady Lilac, and I'm very excited. So the next video that is going to come out is going to be the makeover video for, you know, these 3 fairies, and then we'll have the 2 new fairies that are going to be recruited into the new court, and then I'm gonna basically be taking time off the series to get the new castle or palace prepped. And then once that's done, then we can, you know, come back and resume our adventures. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the Fairy Amazon content this past month, since we've been back. And I hope things have been just as fun for you as it was like when we left off. You know, given the minor changes that we had in terms of the formatting for the series. I'm really happy to just be able to get back in and play, to be honest. And it was so nice kind of seeing these ladies again. There was a little bit of heartbreak that happened there towards the end, but I honestly can't wait to get the next generation going. Like, I can't believe we're going to be entering our 3rd generation of Fairy Amazons in The Sims 3. So thank you so much for all of your support. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know who your favorite character in this season has been, whether it's in Generation 2 or Generation 3. Let me know maybe what your favorite part or your favorite episode of this season was. I always find it fascinating to see which parts of, you know, these storylines you guys like best. And yeah, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. It's definitely a lot shorter of an episode than we normally have it, but we have completed what we needed to complete, and I'm happy to leave off here and let these guys kind of enter a new generation of Fairy Amazon stories. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much again for all the support you guys have given me. Thank you for the patience while I took that 6-month break from the series. And I will see you all next time. Great. Our new queen has just peed herself. How embarrassing. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.